This lecture is designed to go over what I mean by looking at the discussion board rubric. I'm going to trust that you take some time to look at discussion board etiquette, and from what I've observed, most of you in this class already have very appropriate discussion board etiquette, very supportive of your classmates, and we haven't discussed any topics that are controversial just yet, but when we do, I trust that you'll continue to be respectful of your peers. But I know a lot of teachers don't use grading rubrics as often, or maybe, every class has a different type of grading rubric. So I wanted to make sure you're understanding what I mean by referring to the grading rubric before posting in your discussion forum. First of all, the way I look at it is your initial post, that one that you're supposed to make before Friday at noon, is worth 60 points. And then each response to your peers are worth 20 points each. So if you post your initial post before Friday at noon and respond to your two peers constructively, then you have a total opportunity to make 100 points. If you post your initial post after noon on Friday, you still need to post it because otherwise it would be damaging for your grade, but you'll receive a 10-point deduction off the top. Let's see. When you look at how your interaction is on the discussion board, the first thing, your initial post, is probably the one that I read the deepest. I expect concrete responses to your peers. I don't want, I agree, great post, you brought up good points. I want something that's engaging, that actually spurs more interaction and more conversation from the class. But that initial post, that's kind of your chance to have the platform, I guess you can say. And some of the things that are different in my discussion forums from other teachers is that I want you to find other material to support your opinions. So if you'll notice, if you're going to get an A, for instance, on your first post, you're going to demonstrate that you can grasp key concepts, and that'll be easier to do in some forums than others, depending on how deep the forum question is. Critiques work of others, that'll be in your discussion, comments to your peers. Stimulates discussion. One of the ways you can stimulate discussion in your initial post or in comments to the peers is to ask your classmates questions. Ask them, are there other ways you think you should approach this? Or why did you choose to approach it this way? I think perhaps you could have done this. What was your logic? Something like that. This is the key. Provide sample citations for supportive opinions. I want you to be looking around and finding information that supports your opinion. Go online, find other sources. You can use your textbook too. That is perfectly fine. But cite where you find that. Say, are in the textbook on page such and such, this was stated to support this. Your textbook has a lot of facts. You can definitely cite your opinion just using your textbook. But if you want to find something online, that's great too. Support that. Link an article perhaps that you read to find information, but cite that article. Don't just say, I read an article and it said this. Cite the information and maybe share the link. Maybe that'll help other students who are interested in the same thing. I want new interpretations of the discussion material, so I don't want all the posts to look the same. Try to sound different than your peers. Interpret it in a different way. And of course, your ideas expressed clearly, concisely, and uses appropriate vocabulary. The discussion forums kind of my opportunity to make this class feel like a class and not just a correspondence school. I want this to be a community. I want a lot of interaction in the discussion forums, and those are the things that I'm looking for that will help make the class better for everybody and give you a good grade as well. So if you have any questions about how to interpret the discussion rubric, please let me know. I'm in the office, more than willing to help clarify, and really just hope that we have a great discussion forums this semester. Thank you so much.